Hollywood creates their own superheroes. Uh-oh. You're watching Beyond the Trailers review of Chronicle.
I'm worried about Andrew.
Listen to me. We can't screw around with this. It's too dangerous. Andrew, it's not a game. Andrew! Stop this right now!
3 ordinary teenagers develop superpowers, only to have one of them go off the deep end. Man, if only a bald dude in a wheelchair had rolled into their lives. Yes, the X-Men may have done it best, but since then there have been plenty of teenagers with superpower stories in comics. In fact, the idea is so generic at this point, Hollywood didn't have to pay anyone for it. And that's where the uh-oh comes in. See, since the studios are so risk-averse, they usually like to have something, a book, a novel, a TV series, to back up a movie, no matter how poorly that original material may have performed. It simply needs to exist to prove that anyone was willing to sink money into telling the story, and that anyone was willing to pay money to experience it. But considering that comic book movies are so hit and miss these days, Hollywood might start getting the idea that just referencing comics is enough. And unfortunately, to the mainstream audiences, who haven't been inspired to read comics despite the popularity of the movies based on them, this idea will seem new. That means screenwriter Max Landis, the son of director John Landis, will get the credit instead of, 40 years of comics. You know who else is probably pretty upset right now? Howard Overman, who created the cult hit British TV series The Misfits, about a group of punk teenagers who get superpowers one afternoon while doing community service. And the OC's Josh Schwartz, who is trying to remake that series here in the US. And while we're at it, I'm sure J.J. Abrams and his Cloverfield team aren't too happy either about Chronicle's sincerest form of flattery. But was Shakespeare right? Is there truly nothing new under the sun in comics or movies? And considering the recent track record, does Hollywood really need the comic book industry? Let's go find out. How was Chronicle?
It was pretty cool. It was really cool.
What made you want to come and see it today?
The preview, I like how they had telekinesis powers and stuff.
Yeah?
I was like, as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, I had to see this movie.
Did they put all the good stuff in the trailer?
I would say they didn't put, let's just say one thing out of the good stuff they left out of the trailer, which was good.
Ooh.
There were some things that I missed. I felt the movie wasn't as long as it should have been. So that's probably, that's my opinion.
Typical of found footage movies.
Yes.
Right? Find some more footage.
It was amazing, except the ending though. It was a little, It was
okay.
slow, the ending.
I didn't really go for the whole ending.
Did you like the movie up until the ending?
I liked the movie up until. I liked the acting. I liked the special effects. Like Steve, he was my favorite.
He was your favorite?
Steve, he was funny.
Yeah.
Steve.
I like, what is it, Matt? He was
Matt?
very cool.
Which better, X-Men or Chronicle?
Well, obviously X-Men, more powers.
No one really had that much powers to really differentiate each other.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that everyone was on equal ground.
Oh, that's cool. What's better, X-Men or Chronicle?
I'm not sure. I think maybe X-Men.
For right now, I like Chronicle.
Really? This is not based on a comic book.
No, it's not.
It's a Hollywood
but
original idea.
This is for the comic book fan, everybody would enjoy this
Well,
Unbreakable.
Oh, that's a good comparison. Do you think it's good that they made it on their own without the comic book industry?
Yeah, because if it's based off a comic book, if they don't get if they don't get it right, most comic book fans get upset about that.
Good point.
So I think it was good.
This is start fresh. Would you see a sequel?
Yes.
Cool.
I would definitely see a sequel.
Yes, I would, definitely.
Great.
I would see a sequel.
If they made one, yes, I would.
Do you think they should?
Yeah, I think they should.
What do you give it on a 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I give it about 8.5.
I would give it like an 8.5.
Believe it or not, I give this a 10 out of 10.
10.
Definitely 10.
Move over, Stanley. It looks like Hollywood knows what they're doing as audiences give Chronicle a 9.5. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from AMC Empire 25, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.